was that bullshit you once said about your outlaw days being behind you?
I think you need to calm down,
Give me
Raylan.
one reason why I shouldn't come up there and kick the living shit out
I'll
of you.
give you 15 reasons in the mag and one in the chamber.
You sure you can hit me from there?
Well, it's either me or the 4 people inside this house with their guns already pointed at you.
Is there a problem?
Ava, get inside the house.
No, I don't think I will. This is my home.
Well, you both make very good points.
Raylan, I know you're angry. I know you're frustrated. And if I'm in any way responsible for what has transpired, what has happened to Helen, I'm truly sorry, but I'm not the man who pulled that trigger, Raylan.
I can't find him.
Well, we could draw him out.
How would we do that? Take you to the middle of town, tie you to a tree, and wait?
Well, I'm glad to see you found your sense of humor.
I ain't joking, Boyd.
I'm talking about going to Mags, Raylan, getting her to give him up.
I tried that. She won't.
That's because you didn't play your ace in the hole, my friend.
Which is?
Black Pike.
What about it?
Hands have been shaking, but the deal hadn't closed.
You sure about that?
Now, when you find Dickie, if you want, you can give me a call.
So you can take care of him for me.
What are friends for?
Whatever needs to happen to Dickie Bennett, I prefer to take care of that myself.
Raylan, I know you and Ava have history, and you might assume that that familiarity gives you a certain license. Well, it don't. That's twice you've disrespected her in my presence. Don't let it happen a third. Kyle?
You didn't think you had to leave without seeing me, did you?
I thought about your request and must politely decline.
What are you talking about?
Well, as I've made myself abundantly clear, I'm no longer in that line of work.
You ain't even heard the scheme yet.
Right now, I know nothing about it, and if anyone asks, I'll stick to that.
Your share alone is $40,000.
You're wasting your time.
That dog hole pays people in cash at the end of
No
every
more than
shift.
20,000 at any one time, precisely for this reason.
Oh, you notice, huh? Well, what would you say if somebody had a friend who worked for the armored car company, who could provide engine trouble 4 days running, stalling deliveries, so there'd be $80,000 cash at one time?
Well, I'd say there's still no way to get down off this mountain without getting caught.
Well, what if there's a way not only you not get caught, but get treated like a hero? Like one of those miners down in Chile.
Boyd?
Hello, Raylan.
What are you doing here?
Oh, they were gonna put us on a bench out there in the hallway, but then the plaintiff's family's there too, so everyone thought we'd be better off in here. I hope we're not in your way.
Raylan, this is Miss Carol Johnson. She works for Black Pike, the defendant in the federal civil case before the court this morning. Miss Johnson, this is Deputy U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens.
It's a pleasure.
Likewise. Forgive me if I was rude. I've been asked to make sure the courthouse is secure. So, again, Boyd, what are you doing here?
Boyd is part of my security team.
Security? I like the suit. You're aware that Marshal Service provides courthouse security in any federal case?
I like having one of my own to watch my back.
Raylan. Raylan. I would never presume to tell you how to do your job, and I understand that I'm very new to the security game. However, I have spent a considerable amount of time hiding explosives. Now, if you would like, I'd be more than happy to walk around here with you, show you where I would hide mine in case there might be a place that you might miss.
You have any explosives on you now?
Do you want to pat me down?
No, I'm sure you're fine.
So, you two knew each other growing up?
Until the age of 19, when Raylan went off to college in the Marshals, and I went off to Kuwait.
And when did you guys meet up again? Wasn't it around the time that he shot you through the chest?
Well, it was shortly before that. Miss Johnson has recently become acquainted with some of my past, Raylan.
So, Deputy, what do you think? Can I trust Boyd here to have my back?
Well, I am an officer of the law, and I'm in a court of law, and while not sworn in, I do feel compelled to tell you the truth.
Truth is the best policy.
The truth is, I don't know if you can trust Boyd to have your back, but, well, he has tried to kill me, and I have shot him and imprisoned him. And I wouldn't be surprised if our paths again cross in such a manner. He has had my back on 2 occasions. Once was the last day I was in a mine, and the other not so long ago.
My. Sounds like a love story.
ATF Inquiry 2359826, interview with Boyd Crowder. All right, and it was during that conversation that Kyle made his first threats against yourself and Mrs. Crowder.
Miss Crowder,
Against yourself and Ms. Crowder.
I believe we've already waded through these waters.
Tell us again.
They showed up at the house, said they were gonna rob the mine, said they needed a powder man, said if I didn't go along, they'd put me and Ava in the ground.
So you never actually heard Kyle make these threats?
Like I said, I was already gone to work.
Meaning Boyd told you what Kyle said. Just like Boyd told you that morning was the first time he heard about the plan to rob the mine.
And it's not possible that he lied.
Why would I lie?
Because if you can prove you were coerced, couldn't call the police out of fear for your life, then you're not criminally responsible.
I think we're all growing tired of this Babe in the Woods act. So I want you to tell us right now where the rest of the money
I
is.
thought it burned up.
Some of it burned up. Miss Crowder, do you realize that we could charge you with felony murder?
Felony murder. Is that like hot lava or frozen ice?
No, ma'am, felony murder means if you knew the crime was gonna be committed, even if you didn't know anyone was gonna die, you're just as guilty as if you pulled the trigger. After everything your brother put her through, you really gonna let her spend the rest of her life in prison for you?
You know, I was just wondering, did she screw all your relatives or just you two?
Now, sir, I know you have an investigation to conduct, but if you disrespect Ava one more time, I'm gonna come across this table.
Chief, it seems clear to me that Mr. Crowder just threatened a federal officer. And I would think that that is reason enough for you to take him into custody.
Much as I might like to personally throw Mr. Crowder's ass in a holding cell, I think a threat against a federal officer would be a little more specific. Something more along the lines of, if you disrespect Miss Crowder again, I'll beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
You gonna charge me? Raylan?
Boyd, I am impressed. How is it possible you're not in cuffs?
Well, when someone's threatening a woman that you care deeply for, there's no end to the lengths that you will go to keep that woman safe. Now, I seem to recall you being in that situation a time or two yourself. In fact, I seem to recall you being in the same situation with the same woman. Ain't that something?
Evening, Mr. Ames.
I already told you, boys. You call me Reggie.
Reggie it is. You gonna invite us in, Reggie?
Maybe you boys come back tomorrow.
Oh.
My babies are sleeping in there.
You know what? We ain't here to talk to your babies.
What y'all got in that bag?
Oh, what is in that bag? The good news is, Reggie, you do the right thing, you won't have to find out what's in the bag.
Hello, Dick.
Well, how about that? If it ain't Mr. Boyd Crowder himself, la-di-da. What are you boys up to now, You got yourself some business up here,
Well,
Boyd?
same as you, I'd wager. Except, of course, mine's legitimate.
Tell you what, Reggie, why don't you go ahead and tell Black Pike no thank you, not interested, and send Mr. Crowder here on his way.
Mr. Ames is gonna hear out our offer, and then he's gonna make his own decision.
Listen, boys, I'm just trying to do what's best by my family.
That's what you should do. You should do what's best for your family.
Tomorrow morning, we will be back. That's right. And your signature, Reggie, we will be expecting.
You boys have a good night.
Thank you so much. Come on, Coop. We will be back. Oh, we will be back.
When you sign the land over to Black Pike, there won't be anything they can do about it.
Yeah, not anything legal.
Well, I can provide protection for you and your family, provided that you agree to our terms.
And if I don't?
Those boys will be back, and chances are you're gonna find out what's inside that duffel bag. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
It's gonna be, Boyd, we're running out of time.
Well, what it is that you're asking me to do, I can do. But radio debt adds a whole new host of complexities. There's only one way this is gonna work.
How's that?
You and your boys, you do exactly what I say, when I say it. It's the only way I can keep us all alive.
Well, hell, Boyd. As many people as you rob?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
What are you doing?
Dishes.
Is it charged?
No, Kyle, for the 5th time, it is not.
Who the hell is that?
That's the United States Federal Marshal.
Well, what's he doing here, Boyd?
I couldn't say.
Hey, crew, what the hell is this? Kyle, get out of here.
Hello, fellas. Don't believe I've had the pleasure.
You don't need to know us. We mind our own business. It's supposed to be best you do the same.
Well, that wouldn't be like me.
What do we do?
Well, my play's always to stop him before he gets on the front porch.
Shit. Boyd!
Deputy U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens.
Pleased to meet you, Marshal. Boyd's friends from the mine. We just come pick him up for work, that's all.
Oh, nice to see boys make acquaintance. I'm gonna step up to the door now, Kyle. Do you see that as being a problem?
Step inside to do the dishes for 2 minutes. Look who comes by to visit.
Boyd, your friends and I were just getting acquainted.
I can see that. It brings you up to the holler, Raylan.
Just need a word.
Don't you go make yourself at home on the porch.
Now, Boyd, I've been doing this long enough. I can spot outlaws at 1,000 paces. Your friends, they're packing, one and all.
Well, I wouldn't know, but I'm sure none of them's carrying with ill intent.
Well, that's good.
What are you after, Raylan?
Oh, your brother Bowman. You know anything about him trading in stolen papers back when? Draw checks and such?
Well, there's little by way of illicit activity in this county that my brother did not have his hands on in one way or another.
Which is why I'm here.
You
never really knew my brother Bowman, did you, Raylan?
I saw him play football.
Gunned down in his prime by the very hand of the woman I now share his roof with.
Mm-hmm.
Not hard to fathom his end, given the life that he led. My brother Bowman did not deal directly in paper, Raylan. He handed it off to this Jesus freak. Runs that Christian ATV place up in Grant's Holler.
You mean old Winston Banks? Take an ATV tour and get like a Sermon on the Mount?
Steward of the earth, just like in Genesis. Little twitchy. I don't even know if he's still in the game or not.
Come on, Boyd.
Well, I guess me and these boys, we need to get on to work.
Anything else you need?
Not right now.
Will you take care of yourself, Raylan?
You too, Boyd.
What the hell was that about?
Some questions about my dead brother, Bowman.
Is that right? What kind of questions?
Well, it's personal. Besides, we got more pressing issues to attend to.
Is that right?
Battery. It's not taking a charge. Don't know who you bought this thing from, but they must have seen you come.
Shit, you kidding me?
We gotta pick up another one.
Hell no, it's 90 minutes there and back. We'll miss the shift.
Well, if we do it again next time.
Oh, there ain't gonna be no next time, Boyd. It's the only chance we got.
Most important thing to know in this business is when to walk away.
We're not walking away. We'll hit up the Radio Shack on the way there, try to rig something up, all right? Let's go. Come on, come on. What are you doing now?
I'm writing a note to Ava, letting her know I'm gonna be late.
Oh, damn, Boyd.
Done. And that didn't take long, did it? Hey, you want to make a living in this business, you got to know your ABCs. Always be cool.
Hope you'll take this in the spirit it's intended. I made a lot of money with your daddy, but that man didn't know a damn thing about growing weed.
Well, that was a different time.
The point is, Coover was a genius. I mean, I'd put his shit on my Mount Rushmore. That Hindu Kush can kiss my ass.
Nice of you to say.
That's true. He was a genius. And I gotta tell you, when all this happened, I didn't know what to expect. I come down here, and I see you are on the bean. Hey, Ron, right here.
Ho! Hey, I'm assuming you want 80 again, like last time?
Absolutely.
Okay. You okay using the Bennett scale?
You have any idea who I am?
Rodney Hot Rod Dunham out of Memphis, Tennessee.
And you know what that means?
Oh, it means I'm in the right place. I thought of your offer, Dick. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to respectfully decline. You wanna hear my counter? Since you called off the deal that I made with your mama, I'm gonna have to take all the weed business too, starting with this right here.
You think I won't find you?
Oh, no, sir. I'm counting on you to find me. You just bought some of my best weed to take to the good people of Memphis, and I hope you come back for a whole lot more. Now, if you'll get your entourage here to tote these bags out to the car, we'll get you packed up and loaded on your way. Come on.